Okay. Hi, hello. Thank you for coming on here. I want to open us up by saying and starting us off with this is a safe place, and I put it in the chat, but I want you guys to know that this is a judgment-free zone. We do not tolerate drama here. We do not tolerate any sort of rude anything. We are all family. And I just want you guys to feel extremely comfortable and confident when you start talking tonight. And just know that every single one of us has your back. And we are all here to support each other. And that's one thing that I absolutely love about this team is I truly do feel like it's a family. I truly do feel like it is one team, one mission. And that is the kind of team that I want to be a part of. So I just want to praise you guys because I feel like y'all are really good about that. I don't ever have to deal with drama on the team. And I know that that's a big problem on some other people's teams. And like, we just don't have that anymore. Like, no offense, but to anyone who has come and gone, but like the bad seeds are weeding themselves out, right? And I just did this whole 3-day manifestation babe course, and day 2, or maybe it was actually maybe even day 1, was reviewing your garden and taking inventory of what weeds needed to be pulled, what things needed to be uprooted from your life, what things needed to be replanted or maybe nourished a little more or whatever it is. And she went into this whole analogy with it, but I loved it because it really just related to this team. And when I was thinking about tonight, that was something that I thought of is like, wow, we're planting so many seeds. We're putting good ones in, taking bad ones out. We're helping each other. We're all looking for the next thing, looking for that next promotion, working together. And I just really want to praise you guys for that. So before we even start, just know that we are here to support you, and there's absolutely nothing that you could share tonight that you should feel uncomfortable about, okay? Because I want you to be vulnerable. I want you to be real and raw, and I'm gonna start tonight so that you guys can see how real and raw I'm talking, okay? So outside of that, I was looking for quotes to like resonate with tonight. And I know you guys have no clue why we're even here or why we're even doing this Zoom. So I'll get into that too in a second. But the quote that came up that really stood out to me that I liked, y'all, I'm sweating and I can't breathe. I hate being pregnant, was community over competition. And going back to the one team, one mission thing, that's really what this is about, y'all. We are not in competition with each other. There is enough customers, enough distributors for all of us. There's not a lack of anything here. There's not a lack of people that want to do this with you, okay? So build a community here. When you start enrolling your new distributors, they need to know that that is the value of our team. What are our core values? What do we stand for here? And what do we not stand for? And how do we treat our customers? And how do we treat our team? I want you guys so focused every day on not just your business, but truly leveling yourself up, your mind, your personal growth, your leadership, because the paycheck will come when you do that work. Okay. So I just wanted to start with that. I thought it was the perfect quote to open us up. So why did I call you here? Well, first of all, if you are watching this replay or making it a priority to be on this Zoom, it is because you are working. If you are here, it is because I see you. And I know you are working hard. And there have been a lot of changes. Sorry, you guys. There have been a lot of changes over the last couple months on this team. We transitioned to a new team page. I personally have had a lot of life happen, and I know I'm not the only one. I've had some of my biggest legs leave the company. These are some of the things that we're going to be talking about tonight, and not to talk about anyone specifically, but because I want you guys to be prepared and to know exactly what I'm going through as your leader, because there's nothing in this business that you should be afraid of. There's never, and I heard it on my training today with Pam, there's no such thing as a wrap emergency. There's just not. There's no emergencies here. Nothing is going to happen. Your business isn't just going to fall apart because somebody quits. And these are some of the things that I'm going to talk with you about. But having said all of that, you're here because I see you guys. And I know that you want these promotions. And I'm here telling you that we need to come together as a team to make this happen. It's not just about you and your downline. It's not just about somebody else's team and their downline. When we go back to one team, one mission, I mean this whole team. And we have to work together and cheer each other on and participate in the pushes and do the things so that all of us stay fired up together. Okay? So I asked you guys to do your charts. Part of being really vulnerable here is we're going to share what we need tonight to make our promotions happen. So I want not only, if you have a notepad, I'm going to tell you the things that I want you to go over when it's your turn to speak, okay? Sorry, you guys. All right, are you ready? We are going to talk about, number one, you're going to introduce yourself. Some people don't know who you are. You are going to talk about your why, okay? Why are you here? Why do you wake up every single day? And I want you to get in depth with this. I want all of us in tears by the end of this call. I want to know how close you are, not how far, how close you are to your promotion. I don't need to know like GV and DTs or whatever. Talk about how many you need per week or whatever you're comfortable sharing is fine. But I'm going to share with y'all exactly what I need to pull off my promotion, which is what we all need. And, you know, there's nothing to be ashamed of here. So, that, and then we'll go from there. So for me, y'all should know me, but if you don't, I am your double diamond leader, Lex Huffman. And I have been in the business in April, it will be 3 years. And it's been a freaking roller coaster, you guys. And my why has changed probably 15 times since the day that I started. And it is different things motivating me and pushing me to the next rank every single time. But my why right now, and I told y'all I was going to get emotional, but my why right now, first and foremost, is you guys. Like, literally, I have lists of what these promotions are going to do for you guys, and it like melts my heart just thinking about when that happens, what that is going to mean for you. And like, I visualize it all the time because y'all know I meditate and like I'm hippy dippy. So I like literally think about that all the time and it just fires me up. I want this so bad for you guys. It is not even funny. Outside of that, Connor and I have debt and I am so sick of being in debt, you guys. Like, I started this business because I wanted to make an extra couple $100s a month and I didn't want to work when I had my daughter. Well, now I'm a stay-at-home mom. I get to be home with my 2 kids. The bills are paid, but we have debt. And it is this looming weight over my shoulders that literally like eats me alive every single day, just knowing that it's there. And I cannot wait till the day that it's gone because this promotion means paying off all of that debt for us. This promotion literally means me being able to get everything that my son needs and not feeling guilty about it at all. Maybe actually even creating a freaking nursery or like decorating my house, because if you know me at all, I have like commitment issues with where I live and I literally don't decorate because I refuse to settle down anywhere. Like, I don't know why or what it is, but you will not even see drapes in my guest bedroom. Like, it doesn't exist. I refuse, because when I build my dream home, I know I'm going to want to refurnish the entire house. So why would I give a shit about where I'm at right now, which is not necessarily the best, but whatever. So my new why is just really, I'm so glad I held my emotions together so much better than I thought I was going to. But y'all, like, my family is so freaking important to me. And I don't know what I would do if the bills weren't paid. And you guys, I've been living with one car for almost a year. Like, Connor totaled his car almost a year ago. And we just found out that Kia didn't submit another paperwork, and they sent like $1,500 worth that Kia hasn't paid off, that should have been paid off, to collections. So now there's all this different stuff. And I'm not telling you guys this to feel bad for me, but I want you to know that I'm freaking human. And I have shit going on, both financially, with my marriage, as a parent, like just as a woman, let alone as a business owner. Like, I am just as busy and filled with all the things as you guys. But literally what gets me out of bed at 5 a.m. every morning is my kids. And knowing that when I hit this promotion, when we hit this promotion, not only will all of you guys have everything that you're about to talk about tonight, but my family will be in a place where we are truly financially free, and Connor's able to not work, or to work because he wants to and not because he has to. And that is why I'm here right now. So, does somebody else want to share and introduce themselves and talk about why?
Oh, pick me.
Go,
I have a lot of anxiety about this, so I'm just gonna get it over with. Okay, so sorry, everyone's staring at me. Sorry, I'm in like a public area. Anyways, so for anyone who doesn't know me, Natalia Rivera, pleasure is mine. Anyways, sorry, I'm super sarcastic, but okay, so it took me like 50 times to figure out what was perfect enough to say, so I'm just gonna blurb it all out because it's never gonna come out the way you wrote it down. So, first one being is, if you asked me my why when I first initially started, it would have been that, well, I'm broke as shit and like I just need Jesus, and like I can't afford my bills, I can't afford life, and X, Y, and Z. So that would have been my why way back when. Having been in the business now for almost hitting my 2-year mark, my why answer just fluctuates every day, honestly, depending on my need for the day, and it's sometimes so overwhelming. But today I had some crazy stuff happen yesterday, so I was really thinking about this question again. And really my why is that I not only want to help people or want people to think about me when they think, oh, this girl's been doing this for so long and like I just need some extra money, and I know her situation way back when, and she came up from nothing and nobody supported her, and I even made fun of her X, Y, and Z, but now I need help and she's the one I need to go to. So I want to be that person for people, that they can run to me, whether it's that we always say like people either want to feel better or make more money or whatever, but literally I want people to think of me when they think of those things. So that's a huge portion of why I continue kind of just going with the flow, doing my stuff, is because I want people to know that they can come to me. And like, people have always joked about it, me being like the mom of the group, or like, oh, let's go to Nat, or like, you need feelings, talk to, go to Nat. But like, that's literally like what I vibe with. And that's just kind of like who I am. And so for me, that means so much more than I play it off to me or play it off to be or whatever. But so I want people to think of me because I'm so special and so thoughtful. But then I also, obviously, like if you genuinely know me, you know that like I take care of my mom, my sister, my 2 brothers, my son, all the above. And I need to be able to feel like I can breathe and not have so much people depending on me all the time. And I need to be able to know that like I can afford my life, and like in the things that happen or whatever, I can help whoever I need to help, whether it's my mom or my brothers with their debt or my own debt or X, Y, and Z. So a million reasons why I could tell you why I'm still working and still trying to get to where I am, because my like ultimate goal is double diamond. Sorry, I have my uncle rolling up on me right now. Bye, Theo. Anyways, I forgot what I was totally saying. This is exactly why I wanted to go first, so I would avoid all of that, but that didn't happen. That's my life. Literally, this is my life, you guys. I can't do anything. Like, I can't even talk for 3 minutes without somebody trying to park next to me being like, hey, what's up? Oh, anyways, I forgot where I even was with this whole thing. Oh, I just want to be like to the point where I know I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about Sam going off to college and trying to find a new endocrinologist that only accepts cash payments. I don't want to have to worry about that the $2,000 shot that my brother has to get every 2 weeks isn't going to be taken care of. And who knows if his lungs are going to survive while he's 3 hours away from where I live, X, Y, and Z. Like, I want to be able to support my family and help them and provide just a life that my parents tried so hard to give us. And it was never just there. We were always struggling. And like for myself, my family is a huge portion of my everyday life, whether it's Zayden or my mom or somebody just needing me or needing something. And I just want everyone to know, like, I want to have enough hands to help everybody. And right now I just don't have that. And it's frustrating all the time. And I just want everyone to know, like, it's going to be okay in the end. Like, everything will work out the way it's supposed to. Like, it's a slow start for sure, but everyone's going to get there. We're all going to get there. And like, I just need to figure out how to get there. So, moral of the story is I'm a complete shit show. No idea what's going on whatsoever any time of the day, but I'm going to get there. So, oh, and then I forgot what I was saying like 5 times, but I think I'm supposed to share like how far I am from my desired promotion.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to share mine too. So I'll tell you mine after you can go.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so, oh, cheese and rice. I totally just dropped my phone. Sorry, I'm mess. Anyways, okay, so all in all together, my team and I need like around 8,000 group volume together to just get me to, I'm sorry, that was really rude, to get us where we need to be for a, what is the word? Like a, I don't know how to put this, like a beginning, I want to say like a beginning team, but I don't want to say that because like we are a team, but I mean like to a beginner spot where like we can just shoot up. I don't know how else to put that. Anyways, I'll stop rambling on. I'm so sorry. Somebody else, actually, let's go.
Yeah, no, you're good. I feel like I got what you were saying. Like, I feel like if you had that amount of volume, you'd maintain really easily and just constantly be shooting for a promotion. Okay, so what we need collectively to be a presidential team is we need to sign one distributor every other day, and we need to close out a 5 to 600 GV box every day. And if we do that in the next 90 days, we will be presidential. So it seems super scary and like out there. But number one, it super, super duper excites me. And number two, I know we can totally do that. There are so many of us that aren't even on this call that are working. So between all of us, I know we can pull it off. Okay, who wants to go next?
I'll go next. Okay. Started back like the end of May, but I'd actually done this business before a couple years ago, but just where I was in life, I just didn't have the motivation and I guess the drive it took to really fulfill and go forward with it. And I personally decided to quit, but I decided back in May that I was gonna retry again. I over the last couple of years, I've grown a lot in um, leadership and this and that, and trying to like build myself up as a person. So I think that is gonna help me through it. Try to push to what I need to do. So the reason why I started, I went to school, but I sort of somewhat dropped out. So I still have a bunch of student loans. So there's a lot of debt that I'm still trying to pay off. So that was my prime and main focus. Um, and then I kind of put myself in the potty bucket with credit cards. And then also trying to pay off my car and just try to live a life to where I'm not feeling like like I have to pay or work and then live off of paycheck to paycheck kind of thing. I joined this business mostly to become debt free, to work to get that off because I don't want to leave it behind for my family. Um, I know the struggle. I was raised by a single mom, and growing up, it was hard. It was difficult because we didn't get what we wanted all the time. Um, I have two brothers, so us three kids growing up, we got the bareness, the necessities that we needed to, roof over our head, food on the table, things like that. And my mom, she worked, 3 full-time jobs all the time just to try to make ends meet. Like, I don't want to keep living a life like that to feel the struggle. And so that's kind of my main focus. I'm a new auntie of a 7-month-old baby girl. She is adorable, and I love seeing videos and pictures all the time. And I'm not afraid to show you Spam if you want that. But I haven't been able to visit her and meet her. They live in DC, so all the way across the country. I'm in Oregon, and it would just be nice to be able to be that aunt to her that spoils her rotten. Not saying that that's always a good thing, but I'm her aunt, not her parent, so it's okay. And then probably my, I guess, kind of important reason why I joined this business too is because I wanted to get the financial stability so that I could help my mom, pay her back with fun and enjoyable trips and things like that, because she did work her butt off trying to raise us 3 kids and try to make sure that we lived the best life that we could, with the circumstances that she had. So in a way, I kind of want to spoil her too. That's the least that I can do being her kid. So so that's my why. I yesterday signed on my first partner in the position or in the business. So I'm really excited to kind of like learn how to do the like leadership and try to help her through and coach. So it's really new to me and kind of overwhelming, but I mean, I've got plenty of ladies here to help me. I still have, two more people before I meet my first official, I guess, promotion. I'm going for Ruby. So I have two more business partners to add on to our team. And I believe, if I'm doing kind of a math right with the GB, it's about 1,500 or so. So still have a ways to go, but it definitely is not something that I'm gonna quit at. The last couple days with my other full-time job at the hotel has kind of created me to be in the kind of like a little funk. I was telling one of my coworkers that I kind of ultimately had so much overwhelming things happening, not with this business, but with outside stuff. And it was affecting me to be in like a poor mindset and kind of saying, which is bad, kind of saying that I did want to quit, but I've come so far to quit, and I just want to keep going. So.
Yay, who's next?
Hey, so I'm Abby. My why kind of jumped a lot this week. I am so tired of working 3 fucking jobs. Sorry.
Slug, I love you. Don't be sorry. I love you. It's okay.
Tired of working 3 jobs, 7 days a week, 70 plus hours a week. I really want to be able to pay off medical debt, tired of barely scraping by. I definitely want to help other people find their own dreams and goals. I want to give back to the community that gave everything to me when they had nothing. God, I hate crying. Promotion wise, this month didn't really go as I planned, but I'm still kicking.
So in order to hit my goal, I kind of redid it to next month. I'm trying to get to diamond by the end of next month. So I need about 12 more DTs to fill in all the boxes on my chart. So that's about 4-ish DTs a week. And then I need, if we started today, like if I could get it all done by the end of the month, I would need 7,900 GV. But yeah, that's about it.
Oh, we love you.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. The reason kind of why I've started this is, again, it's kind of jumped from, back and forth like all the time. But I apologize if you can hear my husband in the background. He can be sometimes loud, by the way. But anyways, I kind of started this because we were living paycheck to paycheck, and it was just, we were barely like scraping by, things like that. I've started businesses like this before, and just, they never really worked for me. So Lex was my enroller, and she talked to me for like ever, and I kept pushing her off, but I was like, you know what, I'll just, why not? Like, I jumped in, and it was at the $20 kits time, and I was like, it's just going to be $20, why not? And then I started, just trying to dive in as much as I could. And then I really felt like the support and everything from everybody, and I really liked that part. So it just kept making me want to go more. And then some personal things happened, and I backed off somewhat. So I've been in the business for almost 2 years, and I've really, within the last probably, since March or so, have really kind of dived back in and tried to get way more started. I really want to be, over the next 90 days, double diamond. I really want to, that would make us be able to pay off almost all of our debt. We want to travel in 2 years, so it'd just be able to push us to all of our goals and stuff like that. This business has helped us already pay off some of our debt, which has been really nice, especially, and it's really helped us over the last couple months. With some financial things as well. So this has just been amazing, and I'm just can't wait to where I see my team going. I'm sorry, I'm just really nervous. And to get to double diamond in over 90 days, I need around 24 DTs, and I need about 14,000 in GV, and so that would bring it down to about 142 Breedy work kits daily. That's how I kind of break mine down, because that's how I understand it in my head. But yeah.
Yay, thanks for sharing. Who's next?
I'll go next. I'm Bree. What up? So I've known Lex for, I don't know, like 5 years or something. And she messaged me like 3 weeks after I got into a car accident with my brand new car. It was totaled. If you know me, you've heard the story like a bajillion times. I'm still mad about it. So I had a bunch of debt from that, and we couldn't pay our bills. I was working a full-time job, 2 part-time jobs, and my boyfriend was working like 60 something hours a week, and we just couldn't pay our bills. And I ran out of gas like 6 or 7 times, and was literally on the side of the road bawling my eyes out. And when Lex messaged me, I literally joined her the same day. So I was like, gotta do this. And now we're like better off and whatnot, but I still want to make enough money to where Jordan doesn't have to work like every day. Especially, he got in a car accident this year, and he has like a lot of pain from that. So him working all the time sucks. So now I just want like enough to be able to breathe and not worry about where the next bill is going to get paid from. So roughly we need like 2,000 GB a week, which is about 2 BeautyWorks kits a day. And then we need to sign 2 DTs a week. And then we'll hit our next goal. There's that.
Yay. And what's your next goal? Diamond, double?
Diamond.
Yay. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, who's next?
You hear me? Yeah. Okay. So I'm Jamie. I've been in this business since June 1st. And this is my wife. And then that is my other wife. So stop. I'm gonna do my best to talk over this here. We've been talking the whole time. Okay. So about a year ago, I finally decided to leave their dad, and due to just a bunch of mental abuse and yelling and stuff that I didn't want to be around anymore. I got sick of it, and I left. And my mom took us in. We've been staying in her living room for the past year with my 2 stepbrothers, my stepdad, my mom. So it's just a big house. It's a big house full. And it's this like little, like a trailer type deal. And I want more. I want more for my kids. I want them to have a room and room to play and a yard. And Urblin, my Ruby, she loves apple trees. And so I really want to be able to get her maybe like a place with properties where we do like an apple orchard. I think that'd be really cool because she would love it. So yeah, my dad is a little bit selfish. It's all about me right now. I'm just trying to get out of here and get into our own place and have our own space. So the promotion that I'm pushing for ultimately to get out of here is diamond. I didn't do the math as to how much I still needed, but I do know what I need to get to Ruby because I did do that math. And I have the DTs. I need a little over 600 in volume by the end of this month, and I've got so many potentials lined up, and I've got a rock star on my downline, and I'm just, less than 700. I need 625 volume. That's really it. It's crazy. And, that's really about it right now.
Crushing it. You guys are crushing it. Thank you so much. Okay, who's next? I think we have 2 people left. Lindsay and Destiny. I'm calling you out, suckers.
I'll go since the baby finally just fell asleep. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have the greatest of service in my room. So I'm Destiny. I joined almost a year ago, about 11 months ago. And I joined because we were living paycheck to almost paycheck. We were literally borrowing money to buy diapers, to buy groceries, to fill up the gas tank until we got paid. And then we'd have to pay back out of the next paycheck and then be broke again and have to do it all over again. Super exciting stuff. We were finally able to move out of our place and my why kind of changed. I would like to be able to promote to diamond so my husband doesn't have to work. He works, I think it's at least 60 hours a week, and he is exhausted when he comes home, and it sucks sucks. I take care of the kids all day long, and then I don't get any time with my husband, and it's really hard. We just moved to a new state, by the way. When we moved out of our apartment, we moved to a whole nother state. So I don't have any friends or anything close by, so it's really hard. So I want to be able to make enough money so my husband doesn't have to work his ass off and then not be able to spend any time with us and still stress about bills and stuff. So I also hopefully my husband doesn't hear me telling everybody, but I want another baby really bad. And he told me that I needed to promote before we can have another baby. So that's a huge, huge goal of mine. We also need a vehicle. I hate being stuck here and not being able to go do anything with the kids during the day other than, you know, the few things around here. So that's a huge goal of mine, is to be able to get a working vehicle. I did a little bit of the math. I'm almost to Ruby, and my team is freaking killing it. I am so proud of, I guess I can say it, Jamie's my active working DT. I don't have any other active working DTs at the moment. So Jamie, I'm so freaking proud of you, by the way. I ultimately, like I said, would like to go to Diamond, and I need just over 1,900 to get to, or excuse me, just over 6,000 group volume to get to Diamond. I haven't broke it down other than that, but we're 563 group volume away from Ruby. So I'm super excited about that.
I know I need to go next. I'm very nervous. My name is Lindsay Jaime, and this is kind of scary because I've never done this before. But my why is I don't want to have to worry every month about if I will have enough money to pay my monthly bills, or if I can need my daughter put clothes on her back. I want to be able to have the money to make fun loving memories with my daughter and Beyonce whenever we want, and not have to take off work to do so, or worry about whether we have the money or not. I want to enjoy my life and not hate it anymore. I want to have the financial freedom and be able to enjoy seeing my daughter. And see her first everything. And not be stuck at a 9-to-5 job and missing everything. If I don't make this business work, I will feel like a failure. I feel like I failed my daughter. Because she really does mean everything to me.
Oh, I'm so proud of you for sharing. Can everybody just cheer her on? Seriously, this is amazing. I am so excited about this right now. Y'all, this is why we're doing this.
I don't know if I can stop crying. I'm shaking really bad.
All right, you got this.
I just want to reach my first goal, just so I could prove to myself that I can do this. And I know that I need 3 DTs and 2,000 GT, and I don't really understand exactly what that is yet. I'm still confused on a lot of things, but I'm trying. That's all that matters to me right now, is that at least I'm trying.
You got this, boo. I'm so proud of you. Okay, you guys, thank you so much to every single one of you that shared. I know this is so scary and so vulnerable, but part of the best piece of this is you guys are going to be really letting go of your ego when you're here. And that is a huge step that you can take in leadership, as a community, all the things, right? This is why we are here. And I'm asking you guys to really do this with me and share this and put yourself out there, because it is so scary. And I'm going to force you guys to level up, and I'm going to force you guys to get uncomfortable. And I'm going to be there every step of the way, cheering every single one of you on. There are a couple points that I wanted to hit on. Everybody had an amazing story, but there were 2 things that I wanted to point out, actually 3. I'm writing a note so that I don't forget. 3 things that I wanted to share with you that Chloe, Destiny, and Jamie said. So first of all, Chloe, I had no idea that this was your second time back in It Works. So welcome home. And we're so excited to have you. So thank you for sharing that with us. But I just wanted to point this out because this is a perfect example of it just not being someone's time. And her first time in this business, it just wasn't her time. That's why you don't burn bridges in this business. And that is why it is our policy that you always keep an open door policy with your distributors, and why you come from a place of love, because she very well could have gone back to the person who enrolled her the first time. And it doesn't sound like she did. So just point being, really wanted to point that out there as food for thought. Destiny is the perfect example, and there are lots of examples of this, so I don't want to discourage anyone else by saying this, because y'all, there's something special about each and every one of you. But Destiny is the perfect example of starting this business and working consistently and watching it pay off, because maybe she wasn't gun to the floor, sending 200 messages a day her first 6 months in this business, but it took her time to grow and to build into the distributor and the mom and the wife and the leader and the person that she is. And now she is building an empire because she's starting that personal growth. And I just want to congratulate you and pat you on the back. And she should give y'all lots of inspiration of just keep going. When I tell you to just keep going, and we're going to talk about this in a second, but take quitting off of the table, she's a perfect example of that. And now freaking Jamie and Jordan are on her team. And like, who even knows where they came from, but they're like gold mines. You know what I'm saying? And so it only takes 3 distributors to get to the top. And it doesn't matter if it takes you 10 months or 10 years to find them. But if you are set, if your soul is set on attracting those who want this as bad as you do, and you truly want to help other people change their lives, you will. Okay, and then Jamie also is a perfect example of somebody who did go pedal to the metal. And you guys, her first month, I'm not going to tell you guys her paycheck, but I know what her freaking paychecks were. And y'all, the girl made more money than me her first month, and she is like well on her way to diamond. So just congratulations. And for all of you newbies, when you decide to do the work, there's nothing stopping you. She lives in a trailer with like 12 other people and her 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? She's busy as hell. She's got a lot going on. She has a million distractions, but she's always on the Zooms. She is on every single wake up with me call. She makes his business a priority. And part of the reason why we're talking about our whys tonight is because you need to remember why you're here. You need to remember why you started this. And you need to remember that just like you, every single person out there, whether they've joined this business yet or not, has a why just as strong, whether they know it or not yet. And your job is not only to sell the dream and the vision, but to make them build that belief in themselves. You have to be the person who sees the light in everybody that they don't see. I see a million things in every single one of you that you would laugh if I told you, because you don't have that belief about yourself. You have to be that for people. So part of the reason why we're talking about this is because I want you to build, and I want us to build this community here where we know and we have such a strong group of people and a personal relationship as well as a business relationship, so that, and there will be a line drawn, but at the end of the day, you guys, we have to have each other's backs. And you're gonna see the longer that you go in this business, there is a sense of loyalty here. And there is a sense of not only having your downlines back, but having your uplines back, your sideline sisters back, having customer services back, right? always having the companies and the customers and our distributors and yourself's best interest in mind, and always coming from a place of love. So I think that I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, the other reason that I had you talk about your charts, and I know that this is a long Zoom, you guys, so I'm really sorry, and if you need to hop off, this is recorded, but I have a couple other things that I want to talk to you guys about, but I'm going to try and talk fast. So the reason that I had you draw out your charts and share it with everybody is not only do we need to be cheering each other on, but I want you guys to recognize that yes, everything that you're talking about, all of this GV, the distributors that you need for your promotion, that is going to fulfill your why. But what's really going to fulfill your why and fulfill your soul is when you help that person in your Ruby box go Ruby. When you help that emerald, go emerald, because the diamond promotion is going to come when you do those two things. And the more people that you help reach their goals, yours are inevitable. They're already happening. But when you take the focus off of you and you look at everybody else, and that's why I started with the fact that you guys are a huge piece of my why. I have all of your whys written down. You should have the same with your team. You have got to start building that community with your downline as well, right? The things that I do with you guys, it's all about duplication. So the things that you see me do are things that you should start thinking about doing, ways that you should start thinking about supporting your distributors if you're not already. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to point out is you guys, and some of you are somewhat new, but some of you guys are some of my really seasoned distributors. You've been with me since almost the beginning, and thank God you're still here, and I freaking love you, and thank you for taking quitting off the table. But you guys have blossomed. Have you noticed, those of you who have been here a while, drop a 1 in the chat, if you have watched the growth and the confidence that has been gained over the women on this team. It amazes me every single day, the people that you guys are turning into. I am watching you give back more than ever. I am watching you become more positive. I'm watching you actually provide value to those around you. I'm looking at you guys level up your inner circles and expect more from those around you and expect more out of life. Do you know how cool that is for me? That literally feeds me more than any paycheck ever could. You guys, I heard a podcast and she asked, would you do what you're doing right now as a career for free? And my answer immediately without hesitation was yes. Because I would do this every damn day of the week, day in and day out, 12 hours a day, even if I wasn't getting paid. Because I love it so much. It's not just about selling products. Like, this is so much bigger than selling products. And you just learned that when we talked about our why, right? This is so much deeper. This is a community. This is something that is building you up, and you just so happen to get paid on top of it, okay? The other thing that I wanted to say, the only way, Lindsay, that you can fail in this business is to quit. And you are so capable of going everywhere that you want to go in this. And I am so proud of you for showing up. So I just wanted to call you out and congratulate you, because that takes a lot of balls to come on here and to cry and to get vulnerable like that. And you did exactly what I asked of you. And sister, we are here for you. Okay. Having said all of that, wow, I know this is long. I promise I'll let you go soon. So we have had some major changes. Like I said, you guys, I have had 2 of a double diamond and a diamond on my triple and presidential charts quit in the last 90 days. Okay? I'm not going to call out names. This is not to pinpoint fingers at anybody. But what I am telling you is that it doesn't matter, because the people who are showing up will come to the top. Cream starts from the bottom and rises to the top. And you guys are going to be constantly looking at new people to pull up. And when I talked with my upline about this, Fair Montecalvo, you guys probably all know her. She's all of our presidential uplines. She's freaking amazing. She said, some people are in this for a season. And that was their season, right? And I want you to understand and to know that regardless of where you're at in your business, regardless of where they are on your chart, whether it be a double diamond, triple diamond, presidential diamond, or a 400 box, a qualified leg, it doesn't matter, because you're constantly going to be enrolling new people. You are constantly going to be helping new people. And the people who want this as bad as you do will be here. Look at how many people are on this Zoom. I guarantee you, had I done this exact same Zoom 2 years ago, not a single freaking person would have been on it. It took me 2 years to find you guys. And what I really want you to, what I want to encourage you, and why I'm telling you this, is number one, because you need to know that this shit happens to me too. My charts aren't perfect. People quit on me. People leave. But they're not quitting on me, right? My business doesn't stop just because someone else gave up on themselves. Their downline's dreams didn't end because they quit on their whole team. I am here for you guys day in, day out, 365 days a year, till the day I die or It Works shuts its doors. I have taken quitting off the table, and what I'm going to ask you guys tonight, if you haven't done so already, is to take quitting off of the table too. We are committing to each other, and I want you to seriously put this in the chat. I commit, if this is you, that you're not going anywhere. And what I'm going to tell you is I've been in other network marketing companies, y'all, and the grass is not greener on the other side. I promise you, the grass is greener where you freaking water it. And I promise you, if you do the work and you stick it out, you will see the results. So we are taking quitting off the table as a team. Quitting is not an option. I love it. I commit, I commit, I commit. I see it. I love it. Okay. Because like I said, the only way to fail is to quit. And I've watched so many trainings and I've hopped on so many top leader calls, you guys, and every single one of them says that the only difference between where they're at and where some of us may be is that they just didn't stop. And people will quit before the getting gets good. Don't quit on yourself. If you're only going to be here for a year, you may as well leave right now. And that's not a joke. Stop kidding yourself. This isn't something funny. This isn't a game. Y'all are on here and just burst into tears about all of this stuff, which means you want to go diamond and above, which means you are a lifer. You want more than the Ruby paycheck. That is why you are here. So stop treating it like a hobby and start treating it like the shit that brings you to tears. We are working this business for our babies, for our families, for that debt free. And it's not about paying the $15,000 off in debt. It's about the relief that you're going to feel when that comes. It is about the weight that you are going to feel lifted off your shoulders the second that that bill doesn't come in the mail anymore. It's about when you're at the grocery store and the person in line has a $150 tab and their card declines and you see their face turn red, you swipe your credit card for them and don't even flinch. That is the shit that matters. That is why we are here. And the reason that I called this Zoom is because I am a person who thinks of it so much bigger and is obviously so committed to this and so passionate about this. I obviously help the people, and I love that y'all are pushing for Ruby, and that's one step, right? But we have big goals and we have big dreams here, and we can't do it alone. And the reason that I asked you guys to break down your charts and to really look at it too is because it's not just on you. I reached out to some of you guys the other day. I can't remember if I put it in a chat or I did something. Oh, it was in the leadership chat. And I told you guys, text me this word or a phrase or whatever, and we're going to game plan together, kind of a thing. And if you did this, you know, because I sent you exact messages to send to the people on your chart. And I helped you with how to game plan with them and how to show them what they need for their promotion, right? Some people quit that day. Drop a 1 if you had someone quit when I had you send those messages. Drop a 2 if you had somebody else who jumped back in. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, we committed. Now, I am giving you permission to give this your all. Stop making excuses. No one wants to hear them. You don't even want to hear them. You don't want to hear them from your team, right? No more excuses. You are giving this your all. I don't care if you work 4 freaking jobs. Abby makes it happen. I worked 60 plus hours a week with a newborn, throwing up every single day. We all have different stories, you guys, and we could sit here and bitch about our situations all day long. And someone is always going to think that they have it worse than someone else. Exactly. You cannot work this business on how you feel. You have to work off what you want. Are you working for today, or are you working for 5 years from now? That is why I preach, and I hope that you guys hear me when I tell you to stop focusing on your enrollments. I'm not telling you to obviously not have a goal. You need to know what you have for your promotion. You need to know how many distributors and how many customers you need to enroll, but then let it happen by doing the work. Okay. Permission to get it all. If you're overwhelmed or you feel like, holy shit, this is a lot and I don't even know how I'm going to do this and make my life happen, sister, you need to schedule. And you need to start getting real serious about your time and real intentional. 2 books that I'm going to recommend for you. We just read one, High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard, and The 5 a.m. Club. I can't remember what the author's name is. The 5 a.m. Club is free on YouTube. Look it up. It's amazing. It has seriously changed my life. And it will show you how to be more serious about your time. Okay. So, and I'll help you make a schedule. Literally text me, I need help making a schedule, and I will sit there and I will give you a freaking schedule. Like literally. I've done it for so many people this week, and it is so, so, so beneficial. Robin Sharma, thank you so much. Okay. 2 more things, and then I promise I'll let you go. Number 1, some of you guys are still forgetting to participate and to mark stuff off on the push page. Here's why I'm being so anal about this. It's not to get on you. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm your boss or your manager or whatever, or I'm your mom getting after you. No, truthfully, you guys could care less if you guys fill them out. What this shows me though, is I can go on there, and if you guys come to me with an issue, for example, I'm not getting as many HAPs up as I would like, or my enrollments aren't where I want them to be, or you fill in the blank, whatever you are struggling with at this point. If you're in the push, which if you're on this Zoom, you should be on the push, then I can see what you're doing every day. And what I'm noticing is you guys are doing the easy stuff. I'm seeing controlled my mornings, checked off. I'm seeing sent happy birthday messages, checked off. I'm seeing post, checked off, self-development. But I'm not seeing the message and the growing the network and the HAPs and the putting new potentials on your list. So either you're forgetting to mark them off, which is fine, but then we have to have a conversation about, okay, if your enrollments aren't where they're at and you're forgetting to check it off, what did you actually complete? Because that's one of the first things that I'm going to look at is, what are you doing every day consistently? I don't want to know what you did for one day when you sent 500 messages. I want to know what you're doing consistently over time to build your business. So make sure that you guys are checking all of those off, just even so that I have a tally of what you're doing every day. And that's not to micromanage you, that's to support you and to better lead you so that I know where to start and where to navigate you, because 9 times out of 10, it's just the follow-up that's missing, or it's just the messaging that's missing, or maybe we just need to tweak your verbiage and your word vomiting and you don't even know it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different things that we can work through and that I can teach you, but it's really hard when I don't know what you guys are doing every day, right? So the push just makes it really easy and saves us a lot of that conversation. The other thing is the phase 2 part 1 is going to be created tomorrow. So make sure if you want to be added to that, I will put a post up tomorrow about it for those who want to be added, but just make sure you text me if that's something that you really want to be a part of. It is not too late if you're not in it already. And I'll add you to that. So please make sure you guys set a reminder at the end of the night to just go and check off what you did throughout the day if you forget all day or whatever. Like, I don't want to have to babysit anyone, right? And it's annoying for you and it's annoying for me. So just do it. Okay. Next and lastly is, if you struggle with motivation and you're not in my motivational group or my health accountability chat, you need to be. Okay, this is where I text you every single day, damn near, with some sort of journal prompt in the morning, where I'm sending you a podcast, or I'm telling you that I did my workout to prompt you to do yours if you haven't already, or maybe I'm sending you some good night exercise. I know I had you guys do a stretch a couple days ago and Abby texted me saying that she loved it. So like little things like that. If you struggle with motivation and you need someone popping in your inbox, sister, I'll be that for you. If you need that for your business, you guys, I can't tell you how many people I have weekly one-on-ones already pre-scheduled with. If you want weekly scheduled one-on-ones, let's settle on a date and time, and I'm more than happy to do that, okay? So utilize me. I do this full time for a reason. I have so many people all the time tell, oh, I just feel bad for reaching out to you. You are inhibiting your own success by not utilizing it. I am offering it to you. Stop feeling bad. This is what I get paid to do. You're not bugging me. You will never annoy me. You're not pissing me off by asking me the same question 12 million times. This is exactly what I'm here for. So I'm seeing that you guys love the polls. Yeah, just set a reminder. 5 a.m. club, though, seriously, go look it up on YouTube. Like I said, it's free. It is so freaking good. It's a little dry, but I promise once you get a couple chapters in, it is so worth it. Okay. I think that's it. I'm going to stop the recording.